Okay.
And so, yeah, so now it's over 2,000 already.
Wow.
So somebody out there likes me, huh?
Definitely.
We got a question, from our fans and listeners. They want to know if you are going to be making any new stuff like the Just Begun and the Troglodyte stuff.
Okay, now, I did a single called, the single before this. I've been just doing singles and not albums, just singles until I get enough of a bite. Then, of course, I'll do albums.
Yeah.
There's no doubt I can do an album. I've proven that, I think.
Yeah.
Most of my albums, and I'm going to answer that question, But of Course, for instance, it had Bertha Butt, it had E-Man Boogie, it had Potential, every song in that cut was a hit. I did that because the album before that, The Everything Man, the company didn't push it. So I said, I'm going to do an album that sells itself.
Oh,
and that's what happened.
Gotcha.
Yes, there's a song called You Gotta Be Strong Today.
Okay.
Now, I'm saying you got to be strong today, not yesterday, not now, right now, or you lost.
Okay.
And it goes. So it's very similar to It's Just Begun. And I said, life is something. It's hard to get ahead. Things ain't what they used to be, and the pace might leave you dead. So you got to be strong today. And it's a criminals are running rampant. Churches are being robbed. People are taken from each other because it's hard to find a job, so you got to be strong today. That's the closest thing to It's Just Begun I've done, and that's on iTunes also. It's called You Got to Be Strong Today.
Okay, listeners, make sure you guys go to iTunes and download that and support Jimmy Castor.
And it's also on my website if they do it, because sometimes, it's on my record label, so sometimes they don't want to support that, the iTunes, so you can get it at my website if you want it.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah, and I also did a thing called I Got Something For You. I did a rap almost. It's called, I did a rap, man. I said, oh, man, I got something for you. The way I said it, which is I always come up with these phrases. Anyway, I can't remember the lyrics. But it's deep. And so when I did it, I was critiqued by many...
rappers?
No, rapper writers.
Okay.
Said, man, you're not rapping, man. You're not cursing. You don't say the real deal. I said, is the real deal cursing? I said, let me tell you something. The children are listening.
That's right.
And see, nobody can say anything when I say that.
That's right.
The children are listening.
That's how breaking started.
You see? You want to start,
For sure.
You want a gangster rap, you understand? And what that has done, what that has done is made them more violent and abusive.
Exactly.
You understand?
Yeah,
and
I agree.
It's poisoned the minds of our youth just doing that cursing all the time. It's almost like genocide.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because they're cursing, disrespecting women. The women are getting pregnant or getting HIV, and before you know it, that's the end of the race.
That's right. Yeah.
You see? So it's almost a semi-porn video. So there's nothing else to say. There was a room full of writers, and they said, yeah, man, it's like oatmeal you're doing. Man. I told this guy, I said, I forgot more than you know. I knew the real deal, the real gangsters, Frank Lucas, the real deals, Red Dillard, when I was coming up, the guys that wouldn't put up with suckers like you. You know what I'm saying? Sucker? The way I said, sucker? You understand? Oh, man. I said, but then I cleaned up, I said, the children are listening. So the children are our future. You understand?
Yeah.
I mean, when you have daycare in junior high school, we have a problem.
Yeah,
definitely.
Exactly.
Daycare in junior high school. How the heck is this girl going to have a baby, and she's a baby?
Yeah.
So that child is lost.
It's a lot of those record companies, they want to put out that music because I guess that's what people want to hear, and it's a shame.
Well, for money, yeah. And people are lost. They don't know what to do, so they figure that's it. But they're learning. You got Obama teaching people. You got shows like this, and I'm talking to people. Bill Cosby's talking to people. You got to clean up your act, or you're doomed. You're doomed.
Exactly.
It's over. You're just doomed. I'm sitting here. I'm looking at now the Strip because I live in a suburb of Las Vegas, but I can see the whole Strip from my balcony. and it's just beautiful, and that's how people want to end up. You know, the sun is out at 62 degrees. You know how it is out here with us.
Oh, yeah.
On the West Coast, you know how we do. You know, it's like 10 degrees in New York, man. The Nueva York, keep that, man. You know. Yeah, it's 10 degrees there. I called my son, Jay Castor. My son is he does some stuff. Jay Castor for president. That's,
Okay.
He's my youngest son. He's really deep. He writes and everything, and he performs with me on when I perform. And then my oldest son is my road manager, so I keep it in the family.
Nice. That's good. You know, you were saying earlier you were rapping, but you could say that some of your early stuff, you know, like the Troglodyte, or you were doing some rhyming back then. So it was kind of like rapping in a sense, you know.
Yeah, that's what Stevie Wonder says. When Stevie hears my voice in the room, he says, "Castor, the original rapper." You know, he hears my voice, you know. But I'm basically a storyteller, you know.
Yeah.
Here it is. I walk the city streets at night where most chumps won't, because they're uptight. When danger, darkness, and fear say no, what I got beneath my coat says whoa. I come up hard where bad boys stalk, where criminals did more than talk. If you want trouble, I care less. If I look easy, be my guest, because I got something for you. You understand?
Nice.
You understand?
Nice.
And the bass line is don't. Now, I did that about a year and a half ago. You see, people don't know about it because they're not ready for it. Now, 6 years from now, they say, "Oh, man, did you hear that new one by Jimmy Castor?" So that's been the story of my life. You see? But if you go to my website or to iTunes or Amazon, I think they both have it.
Yeah.
And on my website, when you go to discography, you can play all of my music from the albums, and you can see which one you want. It plays a little bit of it. You know what I mean?
Nice.
But,
nice.
You know, so I got something for you. You understand? Yeah. I had T-shirts that said, "I got something for you." I've had T-shirts that said, "It's just begun." I've had T-shirts that said, "What we're going to do right here is go back." So there's certain coin phrases I've coined. You know, my phones never stop. I hate my phone.
So you perform in Vegas.
Yeah, what I do in Vegas, unfortunately, sometimes I'll play a showroom. Again, if you go to my website on videos, you'll see me at Suncoast, which is a big showroom here. You'll see the show I'm doing now. Okay. Now, that's kind of watered down because I'm doing ballads, themes from Titanic on my soprano saxophone. But I'm doing Hey Leroy Troglodyte.
Nice.
And it's some of it's just begun. But I use 12 pieces, 11. You know, I use 4 horns now.
Oh,
so
wow.
when I do It's Just Begun, it's big, man. You know, and in Vegas I had to do that because I get lost out here with all the hugeness. Vegas is just big. The bigger you are, the better. So what I have is my rhythm section, of course. But then whatever town I go in, I get 4 horns.
Oh, okay.
You see, a tenor, a baritone, a trumpet, and a trombone, and that makes me sound like twice the size that I am. So, but I do lots of conventions out here, and conventions don't advertise because they're all private.
Oh, okay.
You see? So occasionally I'll do a showroom when they advertise, but I think the people out here in these rooms are afraid of me because they've never met anyone that can do everything that I do.
The E-Man, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I can do a whole night of ballads. I do Can't Help Falling in Love. Thank you very much, Elvis. You know, wise men say.
Yeah.
You know, and because that's what people want to hear in Vegas. You know what I mean? Now, if I did that at a festival, all they want to hear is the funk. Man, Jimmy, you crazy, man? You know. So I had to start off with Super Sound. I had to start off with Groove Will Make You Move, Potential.
Yeah.
But I can do an hour of the funk that I did, you know.
For those people that don't know, Jimmy Castor started as a doo-wop artist. Are we right? So he can definitely sing.
I used to do all of those falsettos with Frankie Lyman. See, Frankie Lyman, Little Richard, Chuck Berry, and Fats Domino, those are the cornerstones of the music you hear today.
Yeah.
You see, I was 11 years old. I'm on a bus with the Platters. I'm on a bus with Chuck Berry. I'm on a bus with Little Richard.
That's awesome.
And I'm running around. And Alan Freed, of course, was the main disc jockey there who coined the phrase rock and roll. And he's walking up and down the aisle saying, "This is rock and roll."
Wow.
You know, this is rock and roll. He's trying to convince himself, you know.
Wow.
And so I was there in the beginning. And so it's like a history almost. So when people see me, because I've never drank, smoked, or did drugs, so I keep myself very healthy. They think I'm like a wax figure.
Nice.
You know, except when I'm on stage, they know that's the E-Man Jimmy. But if you see me in the street, it's, that can't be him. That guy, he's not alive, is he? And they want to touch me, you know what I mean? You know, and I'm full of energy. You know, I have 4 beautiful kids who went to college and everything.
Well,
so I did
good.
what I had to do, and I'm hip. I know what's happening. I know what it is.
Anything else, Jimmy? Anything else you want to promote or let your fans know about?
No, just continue. Like I said, continue to cast the movement. And it was a pleasure talking to Jose. Just chatting. You know, when I put a chat again, like 8 different things come up at once. If I just open up, then I'm gonna chat. You know, so holy cow, who do I start with? You know, so then I'm talking, and then when I was talking to Jose yesterday, I was talking to like 4 other people. And when I got back to him, comes up, boop, you know, and then he says, okay, I have a show, you know, and it's 10 a.m. And I said, well, let's do it now, because I knew I had a sound check yesterday. He said, well, I'm not ready to do it now. And then this girl was telling me from New York, I loved when you were with the teenagers. So I'm saying, who am I talking to now? And then this other guy is saying, please send me a saxophone, please, I want to learn how to play saxophone. I said, I'm not a charity bank. I can't do that. Then I get back to Jose, and I said, well, tomorrow at 10. And so here we are. You know, my website, Jimmy Castor, www.jimmycastor.com. You can talk to me on Facebook at It's Just Begun, Jimmy Castor. That's the fan page. And the first thing I said on my fan page is, thank all of you for acknowledging my work.
Definitely. We thank you.
And I mean
thank you. We thank you for everything you've done.
And,
music,
you know, and I hope to get out that way. The last time I played California was the Key Club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'd like to get out that way. We're trying to set up something now, because a lot of people want to see me now. I'm confined here with these conventions, and I basically want to get away from them. But that's my bread and butter now. But I want to play Nueva York otra vez, okay? You know that, right? I want to play D.C., I want to play the East, then I want to come out to California. They have all those festivals without me, and there's no festival unless I'm on it.
That's right.
That's right, man.
Unless you hear tan, it's no festival.
That's right. Exactly.
You know? So I'm going to try to work it out and tell the radio stations to play my music. That's the problem. Radio does not play my music. I mean, I have a lot of friends on Facebook who are disc jockeys in California.
Yeah.
So when my son writes them and said he hears everything but me on their stations, he hears things that I've influenced. They play all around me, but they don't play Jimmy Castor and the Jimmy Castor Bunch. And that's not good.
No,
and I
isn't.
don't forget that. If I came to a city and I found out a radio station didn't play my music, I wouldn't go to their station.
Yeah, exactly.
As you should.
You know?
Exactly.
So it's really been good talking to you guys, man.
Yeah, thank you, Jimmy Castor. And the listeners definitely got a lot of knowledge from this interview. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, DJ Main One, Jose Chavez.
Thank you.
Okay. Keep the funk alive, okay?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Take care of yourself, sir.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
And now one of Jimmy's newer songs, You Gotta Be Strong Today. Here's the Jimmy Castor Punch on the Super B-Beat Show.